Hello, friendos. I was really getting into that song. The teardown. Welcome to today's stream. I've had my breakfast. I've had all my stuff the doctor's making me have at the moment. So hopefully it's going to make me feel aces. Had my appointment yesterday. So he's giving me some stuff to take, which will hopefully clear things up. If it's as simple as that, why couldn't they do that months ago? I know, there's a process. But anyway, gang, we're here to do a teardown. I hope you've had a lovely day in your respective part of the world, or you're about to have a lovely day in your respective part of the world, like MGL and I are going to do today on a rainy day. 50 mils of rain yesterday in Queensland or thereabouts. The average was maybe a bit more in certain areas. Another 20 today, and I think there was a bucket load the day before. So still more rain here. I'd love to hear the weather in your part of the world. Put it in chat now. Let's hear how your weather's going. So, well, at least MGL, there's farming sim and there's ham streaming on your days of rain. Okay, right. As I said just before, the teardown. Yesterday yesterday it was just a schmozzle trying to get this place sorted. Let's go to the live screen. Yesterday it was a schmozzle trying to get this whole area sorted. Oops, okay, here. Today we're going to try and get it sorted. So a couple of thoughts I've had. Yeah, oh, well, that's good, Zero. That's brilliant. I too have made some money. We've got 25 million in the bank. Right from the start, I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to turn this into the depot yard as well. So it's going to become a depot / freight yard, much like the one that was at K-Pank. Hello, Amy. How are you, friendo? Well over 50. Good to see you, friendo. Yeah. So we're gonna there's gonna be a restructure all the way from Hankston all the way up to Rift till about here. This sort of split off. We're gonna redo all of this. It's going to potentially have yeah, the depot yard as well. So the first thing we're gonna do is make sure all trains are out of this yard, to be honest. And it's quite a busy, heavy traffic area. So I need you to hurry up. Hurry up. Or any other trains come. I can pause you and then let the destruction begin. We're probably going to blow up all the way down the line and refix all of the freight and passenger line stuff as well. No, I need you to get out of here. Get out of here. We got to fix up stations and stuff down here. It's a mess. Just clean things up and tidy things up because at the moment it's just no good. All right, this is going to drop in now. It's a good spot because it's a constant trickle of trains. But you're going to come in here. We'll just wait for this well over percentages AMGL. Right, good. You pick that up and get out. It's not taking as much refined back as I would like. You're waiting. Train, go, 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 go. Please go. What other trains have I got coming down here? None. No, you need to get out of there. No! I should have stopped that one. They're okay. Okay, you, buddy. You're just a passenger. You can... Yeah, that'll be fine for the moment. We're going to be working up here. I need you to get out of there, please. And we should be right. Just keep an eye. There's a train bucketing down here. Is that another passenger? Yep. Okay, once that one goes, we can pause and we can get into destruction mode. Right, and pause. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Well, I kind of look all the lines. Actually, you know what? It might be worth selling all the trains just to re-put them back on and redo everything. Let's look at our lines we've got down here. It might be worth just selling all the trains off, to be honest, and then restarting fresh. The food one, we've got food, we've got planks for tools. We've got fuel, and we've got passengers. Now, the thing about this port, I thought about tearing this port down and redoing it. We're not going to tear this port down because I want that original old style of port still here. So it's going to remain here. If anything, all we're going to do is we're going to tack on a little bit like a brand new section of port, maybe over this way, or expand the port out this way to be bigger. So that's probably what we're going to do there. Done that before, sell the lot. Yeah, I'm sort of reluctant to sell everything because of everything we've got going on, but at the same time, I think we've got to. Yeah, okay, let's sell everything. We can. It's just yeah, we got to take it back to zero. Everything back to ground zero. Okay. Yeah, everything back to ground zero. Zero winter. The fuel train manage. Yeah, you go. We only just put you on, but it's got to happen. We've got to get this done. And this vehicle can go. Yep, you go. Right. So the passenger trains, I think we'll get rid of. I'll get rid of the passenger trains except for our legacy one. I don't think I can still buy it. Can this is all going to get done, so this is going to get changed up. It's going to be gone. I can still buy the Nelson, although having the original Nelson on the map might be quite good. Where is it at the moment? Oh, you're actually in there. Okay, well, this one's going to go. We'll deal with the Nelson when we get to it. So, actually, let's get you out of there, please, buddy. Go, 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 go. What it means is we're going to be losing a lot of money. Go, get down there. Because this whole line down here is probably going to get a change up too, right? So you just stay down there for me for a second. Okay, it's time to get into kaboom mode. Where's the kaboom? Yeah, well, we're going to be mostly paused anyway, 50. You're late, the cat ate your note. That's not a good enough excuse, Dan. Normally it's a dog, not a cat. I don't want to hear it anymore. 50 lines on why dogs eat homework and not cats. Don't do it again. Where are you going? Straight to BC's office. The premise here. So, the premise here is fine. The setup is the execution is bad. Hi Anna, how are you, friendo? Yeah, so the setup, the premise of what I've got here is what I want, but the execution is done badly because we've had to tack on and tack on and tack on, and over time it's just convoluted the whole system and made it worse. What made it harder, I think, is running the passengers on the inside here and having to get the freight over. Not that it was a bad thing, it just was a thing. I'm really reluctant to blow this up, but I've got to. Why am I hitching? Okay, we just got to do it. I'm hitching a lot. What's going on? Check something. It's only when I've got the bulldozer out. Okay. Yeah, I know. There's going to be a lot of unhappy lines. You know what? I might even ditch the lines as well. I'm not going to ditch the lines at the moment though because yeah, everything go because I want to remember what lines I need for that. So we're just going to have to deal with the we're going to have to deal with the warning signals for a bit. How is everyone though today? What's the weather going? What's happening on with everyone's weather? That's what I want to know. Oh, this is uncomfortable. This is really uncomfortable doing this. Okay, gone. Gone. Sometimes you've got to take a hammer to fix it. It takes a hammer to fix a job. Okay. Everything go. All that needs to go. All the decorations. You can see the water issue there. I'm going to get rid of that road. That's gone. Okay. You can see that problem I had there with the landscaping. In fact, I could go ahead and just fix that up ever so gently now if I can. Yeah, take that out. Take that out. Now. Go. Okay. Well, that's... Oh my god, how did you not disable bulldozing sounds? Oh, I don't mind it. It's never bothered me. Yeah, it's never bothered me. Was it really loud, was it? Is it really loud? The bulldozing? Ah, well, we're done bulldozing now. I think. Okay, now we're done bulldozing for a bit. Right, I'm gonna leave the bridge there because the bridges are expensive and we might need that. Next step. Next step is probably a freight yard needs to go too. Probably needs to get all lifted and shifted. Yep, do away with it. Do away with that. Yeah, the bulldozing sounds never bothered me. Oh, of course, there's a vehicle there. Thanks, buddy. Okay, gone. Alright, leave the rest of it. Okay. Get that. Don't do any landscaping. We've got 47 squillion to play with, which is not, it might seem like a lot, but it's really not when we're trying to do a massive build here. Okay. Time to get planning. Hey, Skyline, how are you, friendo? Good to see you, bud. Okay. Buildings, freight yard, please. So, we know we have to have trains go up that way. We know we have to have trains come over that way. We know we have to have trains go that way. I think the first things first, if we just straight up hook the passenger line up. Right? Straight up, get around where it's supposed to go. We know that's a thing. That's a thing. Get rid of all Crisscrosses. I think also my turnaround here, I didn't enjoy this turnaround. So that's going to go. This caused issues. That's got to go. Right. Okay. We can incorporate, I think, the turnaround for the train in the freight station itself. Now, the other thing I'm thinking here is the passenger line could push over one and sit over that way. So it's going to take us all the way down here now, right? So here's where it starts to get... Actually, this has got to go. Got to go. Yeah. So we've got to come down here and start doing some dilution also. It's got to go. Right. So most of this is, like I said, this is all going to stay. However, it's not really going to help us out now because we've got more trains than we know what to do with coming in through here. Yeah, can I have some of your 500 million, please, Anna? Please, that'd be lovely. Can you just email me some of that in 1903 here, please? Can you just send it back from 1927 in your game to 1903 and give me some? That'd be lovely. Yeah, so let's figure this out. We've got freight coming down the outside, which is fine because it's got to come into there, and train and passengers coming up the inside, which is fine also. So if we look at the passengers are just literally rolling in and out of there now, which is what we don't want. So, oops, I mean to do that. Okay, manage the line. Yeah, fix this. Right, so you're good again there now. You're turning there and you're just reversing out of here. And you're coming in here and you're reversing out of there. So we've got two passenger trains that can't do a turnaround, right? Going to. Two passenger trains that can't do a turnaround until we get the freight yard up and running. So first things first here. I've now got to decide if I'm putting the actual, because what we need to do, we just need to simplify everything and increase the capacity. I've got to. That was a weird sensation. I thought I had to sneeze and then I had to blow my nose. You're in Sydney, friendo? With only passengers. Absolutely no freight whatsoever. I have $69 billion. I'm so dark. What do you mean I'm so dark? What do you mean I'm so dark? You mean the lighting? Is that what you're talking about? Is the lighting not working or something? That's... I'm so confused at that comment. Okay. I've got a light right there. Lights all around me. I can do this. I look normal. Thanks, Zero. Yeah, this is the color of me. There we go. I put an extra light on for you. How's that? I've got an extra light on. I can't change the color of me. No, I was just like, I'm so dark. I feel like I'm as normal as I always am. Okay, so it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna go 6 tracks here at 320. We're gonna go big. We're gonna go bold. What we're gonna do, probably. See, the landscaping is gonna cost me heaps here. Now, this is going to give me the ability to get trains in and out each side, but if I come down too low, I'm not going to be able to get them over the top, which we're still going to need to go over the top. I've got to sort this port out down here. That's half the trouble. The new port that comes in, or we're going to have a freight station down here. This has got to go. Bad spot. I'm happy to keep running a couple of trains in here because I think it looks fantastic having a couple of trains just run in here. They can be kind of like little shunting trains, which is going to be fine. However, emphasis will be on the new freight station itself mostly, and I'm just wondering, it's going to have to sit out here, I think. Which kind of sucks because I'm going to have to do... Then I've got no way of turning it around. It really needs to be a through and through station if you can, Ham. That means then the trains have to rattle through town and come in. Is that a problem? They're going to be on the inside. And this is where it's hard, right? Because I've got the passengers running down the inside when they should be running down the outside. Okay. We're going to switch the passengers to the outside here. That's what's going to happen. And fine, that's... Where do we need you to switch the tracks? They need to come out of here over to there. Yeah, I like this little port. This is a nice little port down in here that we've got. And that's why we're keeping it, because what I want to do is I want to try and keep little original buildings like from the early times up into the modern times. So it's not finished yet, but it's getting there. It's got a little market store out the front here. Lots of little like workers. It's got like the workers' huts over here, right? Little workers' huts. Storage things. It's got some little depot. That's why I don't really want to get it. It's even got a little crosswalk thing. Stop. Look. Listen. Beware of trains. Right. So yeah, a little bit of work down here. And I started doing some like putting in the weeds and grass and stuff, but I just mostly like I said yesterday in yesterday's playthrough, probably about mid 1900s is when we'll start doing a lot more of the decoration stuff. So I either keep freight on the outside, which I have no means to turn it around unless I have it just shunting back up the line. I really need the freight to be pulling around, coming through and heading back up. And to do that, they can do it. They can do it on the outside and then switch to the outside here. Okay, yeah, that will work actually. Okay, a simple and effective switch to the outside would work, right? So getting the freight trains back over to that side would actually work. So the new port, old port and new port can actually sit here in conjunction with the old port, and we'll have them. This will work. This will be a treat. Actually be a treat. Okay, so we have to sort this out because it's gonna set up how we build down the other end, okay? It's like a knock-on effect, basically. Okay, we're going to have to do some landscaping here. It's just going to be a thing, which kind of sucks because my little retaining wall here is kind of invalid now. That little retaining wall was brilliant just because of the water lapping up against it, but it is what. So it's going to rinse our budget. I've got to try and be careful and not take too much land. We are going to put the new port in here with the freight station. Doesn't need to be a huge freight station. It just needs to, honestly, just needs to, thinking, I would like more than 2. And you're going to have to sit that way. You're going to need more land out there. Look how far out you have to go. That's a lot of land. That's a lot of money. Ooh. Ouch. If I can get that, I might have to redo the track through there, but I don't really need to. For switching here over. Okay. Block your ears, Anna. Deleting in progress. Bulldozing in progress. I actually happen to like that noise. Yeah, get rid of that one and that one. Okay. Gonna help us take that back to take that actually right back where it swoops in, because they're not actually connected, these 2 tracks, so we can actually, we don't need them for a track, they can go right back to there. That's going to give us plenty of land to work with, because we can bring that line straight into the freight yard now like this. Yes. Good. Very good. The clicking, I just hold in. I just hold the button in and just move it around, and it bulldozes the specific thing that I'm bulldozing. So if I just want to bulldoze track, you just hold it in and it only bulldozes track. If I just want to bulldoze trees, you hold it in on a tree and then you just trees, and it won't bulldoze anything else. That's all I do. Oh, okay. We want to go 3 potentially. That might be what, if I can sneak 3 in here, that'll be brilliant. So we've got a spare station / bypass track there. A little bit more. Give it a slight nudge that way. Okay. Put that in for me just to see what that's like. I'm just wondering if I put in another bit of track. I think for the most part that will be fine. I think that'll be fine. I might throw in, I know, just sort of half I might throw in a half station bit here. So if I throw in, like, because I've got some room over this side. I can do. The other thing I want to do here is some of this. Okay. Where's my open sheds, please? That one and that one and smaller logistic rate. Yeah. There. there. And then get me some more opens there and there. A flat platform. That's just an empty one. Yeah, brilliant. Another empty one there, and another empty one there. Okay, brilliant. That will look really good there. Done. Now, oh no, brown cup. This is still all fine the way it's doing its thing. I'm not going to change that too much for the moment. You can actually whip into there, and you're going to actually whip. We can actually send a bit of track around the back side of this. That, which is actually kind of cool if you think about it. Although that's gonna, is that gonna stop you from doing that? No, you get this, see there, I don't like, I know it's a thing, but I don't like putting tracks in like that. So what about if we do this then? Right, do this. Track that comes over there, hang on. From here, because that's all wrong, that's got to be changed. All the signaling's wrong. You've got to be able to get from here over to that one. Vice versa, like that. Right, good. And that's going to go in there. Right. Good. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Alternatively, how are we doing for flatness and derailments? Not too bad. Alternatively, that would be nice. It would be nice to get something like that over there. I just still don't like the way that crosses there like that. I don't know if I want that one. I'll reserve that one for later. We've got it there. We've got the ability to do it. We'll do it later. For the meantime, for the longest time. Okay, it's a lot of track going on, I'm aware, but what it's going to allow us is to run it's going to allow passengers to run up this side. Right there. Okay, and freight down the outside, all by just having this magical set of switches there, or that junction. Then we can still run this bypass track. So we've got some nice spare track here, right? In fact, you can probably plug in like that. Then we're going to run you right. So you now have the ability to go. What the heck are you doing there? That dipping, that's dipping through there, is it? Oh, it's a touch lower. I think it's okay. I mean, the actual rail itself is fine. There's just a bit of ballasting there. Fine. And then vice versa, we can actually run you up here as well. Okay. And then we've got quad tracking up and down there for the freight. So instantly that's going to make that better. What we don't have though is we don't have the ability to get trucks over here for deliveries. kind of sucks. So we're going to need to give ourselves a little bit more land here. We land lots of land. Okay, so. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. It might be. Would it be prudent to... No. Leave it like that. Run that. See if you can get that in for me, which you can't. I'm trying to not spend as much money on landscaping as possible, because it's rinsing me. Okay, what if I put right there? Damn it, you need more landscaping. Which we're probably going to need for the port anyway. Sorry about that. Game, you're hurting me so much right now. Okay, too close. Is it because I'm trying to do that, you're conflicting with the water out there? I see. Okay. Try that again. We'll probably do the same here, I'm aware. Yeah, over here. In fact, you're probably going to need to move just a touch in line with that. Okay. Just off. Taking the mickey, surely. There we go. Groovy bananas. From here, I don't know if we're going to get the look I want here, but we're going to come up ever slow, slightly like that. Actually, no, we're not. I'm going to get rid of that too. We're actually going to feed that into that. We're going to bring the road from here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. This is where I'd like this to be on and to be able to just go like that. Yeah, that's what I kind of want. If I put something in that high, I don't think we get a train. Can I have, please? Choo-choos. We'll use that 10-wheeler again. Just come 3. Yeah, 3. See, a bridge that's 3 high is more than enough, but the game makes you have to do 4 high. And I just don't agree with that. But that's what I'll be doing. Although I will be not putting that in much. Right, lovely, good. Get it in, go. Connect that. Good. Thank you. And here's the tricky part. We're going to have to swoop this down now. So to get what I want here, that's kind of working. Don't come so steep for me. Okay. Brilliant. And then we've got the ability to take stuff out that way when we need to later. But for the moment, we do have a way in. Not a brilliant way, but we've got a way. The new update allows you to change the bridge after it's placed. I'm using this mod. The build a bridge anywhere mod. Yeah. Not my first rodeo. Actually, that was Zero's suggestion, gave me that the other week. That was a great suggestion to use that because I typically hate how you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 high to put a bridge in. I just think it's way too high. Way too high sometimes. Okay. So that's that done, which is grand and fine and stuff. The other thing we're going to have to probably put in down here is a port. Because that's not going to talk to that, right? That's neither here nor there. Our job at the moment is getting fuel and stuff out of here and getting trains back and running. Oh, look at that. Oh no, is that? That's the, oh, that was the station. Okay. So that's kind of our job now. There is a bypass road just there. Will you take it? I will take it. Because that heads over to there. Which in turn would be better if it headed, it came over here straight into there, wouldn't it? Get rid of that. If it came over here into there, do that. Would you be my hero? Three. Oh, see, that's 3. That's taking it. Okay. Sure. But I'm going to keep you land. Yeah? No? No? Zone. Fighting. It's a constant battle with this game, is it not? Lovely. Okay, now we have a complete circuit that's going to help us out here. So let's... make this look good, we're going to hook that up into there, right? We're going to hook that up into that corner. There. Better. Crossroads. At the crossroads. Right, cool. Get it, got it. No more there. Eventually, yes, the port will go back, the new port will go in over here. But that is that. That's going to help the knock-on effect down here now. We might have to do some slight adjustments in and through here to get things done. Press the bridge 3 times, then hold shift and press the bridge 4 more times. What for? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Why do I want to do that? No, that's fine. Right. So brilliant. So that in turn is freight's going to travel up this way. So what we can do here, get this sorted. Are you telling me you're not? Yeah, you weren't lined up properly. Right. You going, Anna? Oh, go and get some good rest, friendo, and keep that content flowing. Everyone's loving it. All right. So that's going to come in like that, right? Good. Good. That. Good. Oh, yeah. Many tracks. Many tracks. If you haven't, go check Anna's channel out. Up and coming Transport Fever 2 content creator. Plenty of knowledge. And lots of good fun. And you can check stuff out too, like everyone else has been. So that's really good. Really positive that you guys go and do that. Right. Now. That's going to be heaps better. Thoughts, questions, queries, comments so far. Do we think this is better or worse? I think it's going to make things more manageable. It means that our trains will... So, it means that all trains will rattle down the line. They're going to have a way to switch. The freight's going to have a way to switch over to there to come around that way. So this line here for a second. In fact, you know what I might do? I might take these ones over to there like that. Now, I don't know if that's really going to help us. Because what I actually want to do then, I know this is kind of, I could just put a switch in here. And in fact, we probably should. I don't really like switches that much, but I guess they're useful. I just think the way that how sharp they turn is kind of crazy. And conversely, I don't like doing this. I don't like doing that. So it would mean having them flying to there and then having that switch over there. I just don't like that. I like it. I like all the tracks flowing in a nice arc. So it takes me to the point where I would probably prefer to do something like this, to be honest. Although the game's just going to have a fit about it. Something like this is what I prefer, right? I would prefer that. I can get that. Did you, Johnny? So I should put the switches in for you. So that's like that's kind of what I want, right? If I can leave myself enough room, I will be able to get this. At what point will you give that to me? No point. Whoa, what happened then? Did I put in a bit of weird track that I didn't mean to? Huh? Put in a bit of track I didn't mean to then. Oops. Whoopsie tootsies. Whoopsie tootsie. Bit of ballast through there as well. It's all going a little bit weird through there, but that's okay. Yeah, pull it from this way. I think the angle's not good. It's fine if we do that. But getting this one is going to be a little trickier, isn't it? I don't think I have the correct Oh, that will work, won't it? They come up that way and they go back that way. So that will actually work, right? Because this is where we can have our switch that Johnny can maintain. That to me is a much nicer looking switch. Even though the ballast is poking through some of the other ballast and some of the rail sleepers. That's okay. Yeah, I think that's better because the passengers just have to come down. They actually just have to stay on that bit of track. So that's actually, what am I doing? I only need it to do that. It only needs to have a little bypass bit there. Yeah, so that's it. That's all that needs to happen there. Yeah. Because, like, okay, so if we actually have a look at our passengers trains now, and we tell it, hey, buddy, you need a signal here, right? Because what happens is, after Rift, you're going to go up this way. Right? Yeah, see that? That's what I was talking about. And then you're going to pull into the station here, except you're going to pull into platform 1. I haven't given it, did I not put that switch on? Oh, hang on. Oh, you just need a diamond up here. Something, or some way of switching down here. So we can actually put, can we put a little diamond here maybe? Like that. Doesn't even need to be a diamond, it can just be that, literally. Right? Because our freight trains are going to rattle past. The freight trains will come past on this side. And literally just go jumpa straight up into the freight station. Perfect. Okay, that's brilliant. That's exactly how that's got to go. But we need the switch for the train. Get back on the other side. After the freight train switch there, this train can switch back to here. Yeah, good. And then this has got to be like that, right? Even though we're running one way, I'm still going to put the two-way signals on it in case we ever run something that way. See that you're not taking my advice. You come out after Hankston and go, hey buddy, get your track there. Right, get you got it good. That's how that runs, up and down, up and down. Hey Keith, good to see you, friendo. Oh. Fury, I love you, friendo. Fury says, why can't train operators suffer from electricians? From electrocution, sorry. They're not the ones conducting the electricity. And then he says, I saw a train and was trying to think of a good dad joke. Then it hit me. Is that from the book of Fury as well? Right, this bit of loose track we've got down here actually has to plug back in there. This little bit of loose track. I'm going to have you access both for the moment, right? You can have a little switch there as well. That should be fine then. That's a lot of track, but it makes a lot more sense having this through here. Okay. That's that to me is going to be a little bit better. We still don't have the ability for our passengers up here to switch around, to do the old switcheroo. We're going to incorporate that, I think, with the new freight depot yard. So anyone that's come late, we've absolutely demolished everything from yesterday. The refit's in progress, and we've only got 32 in the bank. So we carry on with our freight line. I don't know if we need quad track freight line. I'm going to hold out. I'm going to hold out putting that in for the moment, just until we get this sorted out up here. So this is the area where we still need to get over the top of the passenger line, which is fine. Can do that. So, where did we go? 8 here. That's kind of the height we're at before. That seems too high. I don't really want to make it that high. We'd need to come like to there, I think. Whatever height you were here, it was about a half decent. So to be like there. Which you are at what? Height 17. So about there. That's about the same. Is that going to be enough? You literally need to be about there. How much is that going to complicate my bridge over there? $6 million. It's a lot of money to wallop in there. The bridge from over there. I could come around this way though, couldn't it? Oh dear. It literally has everything in it, Fury. What's going on, Keith? How's your day been today? It's a very rainy day here in Queensland in Australia, mate. I've actually got a new idea. I've actually got a new idea now. It's going to suck because it's going to cost me a little bit of money to do this. Try not to rinse the budget too much, Ham, by doing this. Window. Okay. That's our height through there, is it? It's pretty low. No, it's not. It's fine. Fine. Get rid of all those trees. And see what we're doing. Trees can be put back in later. Trees can come true. Look at all these. Oh, these are the old mangroves I put in. They can go. Mangroves gone. Decoration's gone. Right, get rid of that. Now, that's a bit better. Oh, man. You're going to do... Okay, no worries, Johnny. Friendo. So we're actually going to run 2 freight yards up here. 2 freight stations. We're going to run the trucks down into the middle, are we? Do this. I have the 2 stations back-to-back trucks coming to the middle. We can bridge over the top so vehicles are out of the way or go underneath the rail. So roads are fine. The rail, though, is going to have to interconnect everywhere. So here, get this in like that. Down here. Then we're going to go another one like this, right? Should remain fairly. You can see my little water pockets there that are kind of annoying. So if we're going you there, right? We're very close here, but that's fine because remember, you don't need to do much with that. Then the premise in here. It's a bit short. A bit like me. That comes there for me. They're not exactly lined up, but that's okay. Ooh. Now, let's do some... Actually, I didn't even do all of that, did I? Get rid of it. Right. Cargo-wise, let's get some of this in. I hope this is going to work for us. If it doesn't, it's suck. Mighty. There. That. Brilliant. It just fit brilliantly. In fact, what we'll do here, go a little bit more of this. A bit more crane action. Set up a little bit. Over here, we won't do crane action there because we've got 1 crane on that side, which is going to be... All right, and that's going to give us connection between all of them there, which is great. Can I have a road street access there? Cool. And then we can bridge in and out and all that sort of jazz. So we can literally just do something like that. Right, and then there. Same on this side. that's okay. Right, okay, and then we can bridge out of there whatever we need to do with the track itself. You having a chill day and evening, Keith? Brilliant. So are we, friendo. Okay, so this feels good. However, it's all going to come down to I'm not going to worry about the track just yet. We're going to come down to how we get this track in and out of each respective area, and give ourselves enough room to get the track around. So we need to kind of just sort of play with things a little bit here. First thing we need to worry about is getting this track in and over like that, which is fine. So we know that our height is actually going to be pretty good. Straight up, our height's going to be really good. However, we have to figure out the line itself, that was the food line, still has to come from this way. It's probably going to run up the inside. So if anything, I probably need my bridge to run like that, which is already going to struggle with that. So let's get you on a slight upward climb. I don't think that's going to look too ugly. However, I don't want that box rail there. I'm going to run something a little bit more open cut. And I actually want to go with my concrete bridges there. I just think coming into the future, they'll look really nice. Even though it's probably not period specific, I really want that. The other thing we're going to have to make sure we do is get that connected up to there. You're going to struggle with that bit of road. So my idea of that would be to replace that road after we get the rails sorted. Roads can go in after out. If we get the outside connections done here. Yeah, this is going to cause a little bit of a headache, isn't it? Because I'm slightly going up. Are you dipping or are you going flat? I didn't even check that. I just placed it in. It looks pretty flat to me. Can you get a connection to there? Which means we can get a connection to there. And we call this the rainbow. The rainbow. We call it the rainbow bridge. Right. And then you're going to have to come down in here. Such. Now, are you causing derailments? Slight derailments. Yes. Don't actually think that though. Sort you out after. Let's get this track sorted first. Now we're gonna have a bit more trickier time up this end, right? Because of our track. If I can do away with that mound, which I don't really want to. I can build anyway, but I don't want to. But I want to put the bridge in. This bit here is where I can't bridge. Are you going to allow me? No, that's the outside one. No, see this right here, I don't want you to do that. I just don't want that slope there. Can you run that bed? If I want this to turn into this instead of Yeah, like that. However, look at the concrete. Way too short. Gonna need a high bridge. What have we got that's going to be higher for us? And not... I mean, we could run that one. Right, here's the plan. Please give me that. What was that? Please give me... Yeah. The premise is we can peel some stuff off down there. If I go like this, you won't give it. But that's okay, because we can do something right here now. So I can actually take... And that's not good. Right, so at least we've got the outside bit of track there, which is actually fine now. Because at some point we're going to have to go down that way, and at some point we're going to have to go down that way. This end's going to be a lot trickier, because we have to get over track and we have to get down low. And go, go, go. Thoughts? Anyone? Can't type today? That's alright, Keith. I can't play games. And yet here we are. And here we are, Keith, together, doing it. Okay, we're doing it. We're going to need to bring this up here now. I'm thinking this is where we get really, this is where it gets really kind of tricky for us. This is the problem we've been having all along, is getting the rail in and out. Majority of trains are going up that way and coming up this way. So we've got to have splits going everywhere and coming in everywhere. This is where my brain starts to lose its functionality. This, you don't need to do that, friendo. Like, you don't need to put in that. Just don't get why it does that. Like, look how much height you've got, yet your main focus is to put that in. Move the PAX line towards the water. MGL, the whole thing of the PAX line is the PAX line has to stay to the inside of the freight line coming down here. That's been the trouble the whole time. We can do this. If anything, I could swoop out a little bit wider with the freight line to bring it up and over. Yeah, otherwise, because I did think about, that was the first thought, right? The first thought was to move the PAX line outwards, but then that wasn't going to be right. That wasn't going to work. Because then you've just got the same problem, but with the packages. Okay. So, first thing, let's go ahead and get this up here. See what we can do like that. Right, we can get a bridge there. What kind of bridge do you want? Bridge over troubled waters? We can go that, right? Which is not quite plenty of there. That is, though. That's more than enough height. What we need. Right? However, still don't want the bridge like that. I would prefer an open something that potential. I feel like the concrete though, don't I? That's going to be too low for what we're doing, is it? Doesn't have to be concrete at the center. Let's go with the girder. How much is that going to be? Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. Right, so that's fine there. And in fact, what we can do here now is I can actually take this to here, and we can actually make that land, right, like that. That's instantly better. Instantly good. Works with all commands. Yeah, thank you, 50. I think that's all right, though. I think that's fine for what we need. We've got enough clearance here for when we go electrical, because we don't... Any lower will sort of be too low, especially when we go to put catenary in. I think that's a good clearance for us. And still maintains a fairly decent run through here. It's got a slight upward, but I think that's fine. Now, what you got to do here is we kind of need to run the ability to switch trains over to other bits of track. Like that. Right. Game. When Ham says do it, he doesn't mean don't do it. He means do it. And then the same can be done from here. Right. Now the cool thing is we're going to run this as a depot yard as well at some point. We'll try and get to that today too. Okay, we've got the ability to get over there now. We need to do the same for that way and the same for this way. And we've got the ability to switch tracks up this way. Do we need to have... This line can go either that way or it can go that way. But yeah, that's fine. So the key will be to run the insides. This water here, I don't know what the go is with that, but this water has been infuriating. Don't let it happen again, water. Right, so here's the thing. Now we now have the ability to run the trains like that, right? Which is what we want. And this is going to be really good because what we can actually do, we can run the trains down onto there, and we can run the trains down onto there. And then we run the trains down onto there, and we run the trains down onto there. So we're going to be able to get trains in and out from each direction, right? So trains can either come up this way into the station and go back out, and vice versa. The trains can come up this way and go back out. So that's kind of the thought process in my head. If it's another thing if it comes off. So let's get you that. I can get you far enough and avoid any derailments. There. So let's get you splitting off back here further. Maybe freight trains run around the other side of that mess. You mean around that side? We do have the ability for that at some point, but I think this is going to work. I do think this is going to work. If it doesn't work, Zero, I think that's probably our only plan. Don't like that. That's your angle of attack there. You can just marry up to that. Great. That's your angle of attack. I want your angle of attack to be there, please. So. That's a bit better. Right. No, you've just... How, game? No matter what game I play, anything I want to try and do, the game just goes, you know, eh. Not letting you have that. What it's trying to make me do is do this, which I hate. I hate this. Trying to make me do this. And I don't want it to. Unless I can do that. Gives me a slight little wobble. And it still gives me my... No matter what, hey? No matter what. Okay, I've got an idea. You're fine there. We're going to adjust you up a little bit. Higher. In fact, I'm going to take you in there. Oh, seriously. I'm doing all of the wrong pressings. Okay, we're going to bring you. I'm going to give you slightly a little bit more that way. That. More before swooping back in and joining up down there on that bend, which should alleviate our problem, which it doesn't because I don't have enough. But that's kind of the premise. We'll join it up down here where it makes a little bit more sense. On this bend. Right, there we go. Oh no. Okay, this will work. Right, there we go. That's the angle of attack. That's the angle of the dangle we're going for. Right. That's it. I'm not fighting that anymore. That track is that track. It's got a little swervy in it for the passengers. Hanky, you right, buddy? Okay, that's that. Done. Hey, ya, big A. How are you, friendo? But definitely zero. That was I had some track down here, if you remember. We did have some track laid down there for potentially that reason. So it's a good idea. A great idea. Hold out on it for a little bit though. Right, next trouble. Next bridge over troubled waters is going to be this one. Running from this side. Can I get a heck? Yeah. Right, new plan. Come from this direction. By the way, when we have these quad tracks running up here, where do they come? Yeah, outside the outside. Get these quad tracks up. Oh, I just love when things don't quad track properly. Okay. You're going to down the outside there. Actually, you're going to be that track there. Right? That, oh no, you will be the outside one. Well, hang on, here's the thought, here's the thought, here's the thought. You're actually going to run... Huh. Got an option here where we can run something underneath and go up that way as well. Don't know if we necessarily need it. Where we can run this, right, out here like that. Right? Right, where that can sort of do that. You know what I mean? So it gives us an option to head down, head from up there, straight up that way. All right, let's take a quick bio break for a sec. We're down to $19 squillion. This is going to take a little bit of thought process purely because we've got 4 tracks here coming from this direction, of which I want to have one head up into there and be able to get back around that way, back down onto it, which we can then split off. So realistically, it should be this middle one, and then we can use the 2 outside ones, and then they can join up with that track, and then we can put a diamond junction or something down there. I might be able to put a tunnel through there. Try something like that. Are you on the outside one? Yeah, I'm thinking it's low. Can raise you up a bit. Fine. See if we can get some tunnel through. I don't think we will. The game will be like, no. Which we can build anyway. Right? I can just say you too bad doing it. Which I like the too bad you're doing it. Oh. Holy, trains doing jumps. Wouldn't that be good to see? Trains do jumps. Like cows with guns, but trains do jumps. And then maybe, just maybe, we can force the game to put a bridge in here. What I can do, take away your ability to have land there. Oh, water! You know what? That would force the game. That'd force the game to put a bridge in. Right. I don't know if you can fit a train under there though. That's the only trouble. It's probably too low, is it? We can. Oh no, that seems all right. Give me a decent train, but please. Yeah, same GL. Give me my US again. We've got to look to the future, so I'm going to check the Steam. which clips. Okay, the 10-wheeler clips. The diesel just clips. What I can do is I can actually put a nice long dip underneath the radar. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I can put a nice long dip through there. So, from here, put that back in, and then put a nice long dip. Right. Like that. Except like 50 says, you don't need it to be that high, Ham. Let's get a good height here where we don't need it roller coasting down here, but just getting a nice dip. And then what we're going to do with this water is we can get something looking really nice here with some retaining walls to retain the water in. And it's kind of what I did on Yakhead Freight Yard when I had the water above and the rail below. So if we get our actual loco, oh, hang on, you got to put the track in potentially. I think that might have looked okay. So I have a feeling like that's probably going to be enough. And it's even to the point where it's going to allow us to just build it without having to cheese it. Actually good news for us, except for that one's. It says too much slope. Oh, that's that. I want you guys to get it open. I have a feeling that's not going to roller coaster too much, and we should get some clearance there that we need. If anything, I could probably raise the bridge. Probably could have come down a little bit further. In fact, it should have. Sorry about that. Let's do this one more time to make sure I get it down a bit further. Even though the game allowed it, I should have probably taken it. One more time. I just want a little bit more dip through there. Yeah, I just shift M for me a couple. And I think that's going to be enough, hey? As long as we're not roller coasting through here, we're going to be fine. Oh, that's neat. That's neato, friendo. Neato, friendo. Look at that. Okay. Brilliant. Perfect. To the point where I can actually fix this bridge. And we can lower this one a bit too now. It would mean that you and you can come down a touch. Build it anyway, and then you take that there, like that. Here, please, 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 no. How did I get this in before? Like, you can literally be like that height. That's too high over there. Can I have my bridge, please? Bridge. It's still really high. You can just flatten out there. Well, you know what we did last time? Yeah, I do. Didn't really want to do that. Yep. That's got that. Aces. Aces. Can you come down a little bit? Maybe? Do we need to come down a little bit? I don't think we needed to come down a little bit. I think that's good. What do you reckon? I think that's fine. Right. So we have, here's what we have. And here's what we're going to struggle. Oh, that's supposed to come in here, by the way. Muppet. Is that going to affect things badly? I don't think so. It's supposed to come into that one. That should be okay. Oh yeah, that's okay. That's brilliant. Yeah, sorry, my bad. It's supposed to come into that one because we're heading these ones out that way. I might end up putting like heaps of water through here as a bit of a feature when we get like and decorating it like that. Gives rhyme and reason as to why things are doing what they're doing. And this down here is literally going to run like that. I know you're having a bit of trouble figuring that one out because of landscaping. Oops. Okay. Not what I meant. Now, can you shoot that way? This is going to be a little bit trickier. And then we're almost done with it. You kind of need to come out a bit tighter. Can you come at that angle? Luckily, you're probably mostly going to be downwards. You're going to have to that, I think. Okay, turn that off now. I'd love you to come up the bend here like that. Drive me up the bend, Ham. You know. That's kind of how I want that to go in, feed into there, but you're still going to have your problem here. Right. What if it came into this track here? As long as we're not roller coasting, it doesn't matter. Oh, hang on. Can I get that over into there? That's going to look much better as well. So down into here, where we've got this water. Good for anyone. Give me some track. I'm gonna have you swoosh into here. What? Swoosh into there. At which point you then come up this way. Like, Tide change. Tide changes fast here. Looks like Florida right now. Tide changes. Smart Alex. What do you got going on there? Well, that was supposed to be for the other track, but why don't we just utilize this? Yeah, right. That was supposed to be for that one, but it could work. Not going to work there. But you're not going to work here. Last piece is going to be the trickiest, hey? Almost like it does have to come down in through here. I just don't want to have to flattening. Might just have to come off there tightly like that. Okay. Just gonna have to do it this way. And then follow that down through there. Come flat for me. Now, as you come up here, going to need to just drop ever so slightly. However, I think that should be... Should be okay. Yeah, we'll check it out shortly. Yep, that works for me. All it's got to do is have clearance for the diesels to get through, and I don't care. Right. And then you're going to feed in down here. That solves that problem pretty well too. Right, where are you going to feed into down here? All this is kind of wrong again. Kind of wrong, but kind of not. You should feed into this line, not into the one that... So they're coming up that line. These are going to go down this. Oh, that's how they're going to sit. Heyo! Look at that. What are you going to do with that one? Ooh. I'm going to do that. Because we've got our quad track, remember? Ah, yes. Right, well. Too bad. I don't know what we're going to do with this quad track mostly, but... That's going to be no good there. Unless you bring that one, you tuck it underneath here. Bring it out around that edge. That. Right, which is no good. I don't know what to do with those bits of quad track. in my mind. So when you come up, you are actually going to be coming up. That bridge is all wonky. Up this way, down and back around that way. So realistically, the two bits of track that should be connected are there should be these two outside ones. That. Right. It should be those ones. Realistically. And then the two inside ones here, we've got as spare ones to head straight up onto that line, I think. I think that's how that should go. Hey, Isaiah, how are you, friendo? They're kind of like these two spare tracks. Not really anything at the moment. If anything, they could just plug and play into these ones. You know what I mean? They could actually just plug and play back here. I want that bend to come out like that for me, please. Is that the best we're going to get that? Best we're going to get that. Okay. Which is actually fine. It means you don't have your... Well, this whole thing here, this thing gone. Need it. Not a thing at the moment. Go away. Causing headaches. No reason. And if we put something back in there, like a little port, we'll put a bridge over it or something. Okay. That's, I'll be honest, a little bit neater. It leaves us only 18 million to buy trains, which is not going to be enough. Because we've got to get the food one back in. You've got to get this plug back in too. So, that, like I was saying, this has to come around here. Which actually comes in quite nicely into there. So you come into here. Wonder if you should have come. Because, okay, so what happens is we've got a train that comes up into there, and it used to come, stop in here, then go. Which is fine. It might now have to come... It'd be brilliant if we could have had a turnaround at this end, but we're not going to be able to always do that, are we? We've just got bits of track going to nowhere, by the way, Ham. Well, not necessarily. I'll tell you why. Uh-oh. I got a raging idea. Uh-oh. Oh no, Ham's got an idea. Well, what if you just do this? Is that a thing? Is it going to give me... No, you're going to build it like that. Weirdly. Doing weird things there, game. Right? Right? Then we get a little turnaround in here for some reason. I can do that. Does that help me in any way? I might need that line. Is that going to help me in any particular way? We're not going to know until we get the line sorted out. Right, well, let's get, first things first, let's get the roads hooked back up where they need to go. So we definitely had a road heading from here under there, but we've got this road down here now. So this one straight up can just get connected here. Okay. No fuss. Right. That's how that's just how that's connected now. That's fine. Next. We're going to have a little bridge here. But the bridge itself, yeah, I guess it can come here, can't it? 3. Keeping you nice and yeah. The bridge we'll use there, potentially, the road. Could just stick with the stone for a bit. Or... Does that give me my bridge? No, it doesn't. Yeah, definitely. It's very bare bones at the moment, Zero. Very, very bare bones. I mean, I'll probably add the depot section of it. Well, the depot could actually sit down here, and then maybe that's what we do, Zero. We run the depot from here up into the yard itself. Potentially, or we run it down the side here. Either way, we'll put a depot over here for it. And I am. Oh man, that hot. I think I'm okay with the stone. Not okay with the height of it, but the game will want to do what the game wants to do, right? Great. Damn. Off. Okay, there we go. Bring you into town that way. We're going. Let's swing you into town that way. Fiddly, fiddly, fiddly. Hey, fiddle diddle. When you're something, yeah, yeah. Mm. 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 Now hook him up. Hook him up, get him in, roll him out. Right. Not gonna worry about this end for a moment, am I? I could sneak one under there, but am I going to? Nope. Nope. You could just build it anyway. I could just build it anyway, couldn't I? What happens if you build it anyway? You get that horrendousness. I still really want to build it anyway. Because I think Don't do it. Worry about that later. Let's get some trains hooked up and sorted out here. We've got the ability to get in and out. So our this line here, this old line, that's the food line, not for you. With a rift rack, paddy whack. Right, rift. Upper rift, keeping. Boom, you're sorted. You're okay now. You're done. We're going to actually put you down into slot number 7. Cool. That is the fuel trucks. Easy part. Now, our actual... I need... Whoa. What's this one? Oh, they might... Yeah, okay. Manage the line, the crude trucks. So, they were at Rift Exchange as well. Rift West. Is that where they go? West. They now come in. And they're going to come in on... Cool. So that's the trucks taken care of there. We're doing the easy part first. Okay, so that's the trucks sort of there. Oh, okay, we've got trucks that come from here up in too. I only have 2 trucks doing that. That's there, and you're going to 5. Okay, cool. Now that's trucks taken care of. Oh, look at all my lines here as well. Like the lines have just decided to do what they want to do. We're going to have to put some signal work in. Let's do some signal work before we do line adjustments, hey? So I know specifically how I want my lines to run. And then we'll get back in it. Also, Burger Hill's disconnected from Rift. If you're wondering what that is, it's this bridge here with that road. So it used to connect over to here. How do you want to do that? I could put in a slight little road bridge too, couldn't I? Bad idea. Bit high. Don't you love how the game does that? You know what? We're just going to give you a level crossing here, am I? No, I can't give you a level crossing here. It's not going to work. You're not going to go away until you stop whinging, are you? This is our best chance. So this build anyway, right? I've got that on. I've got the bridge I want selected. Right, say I want that bridge. I should get the bridge I want. But instead I don't. I don't necessarily know if you're going to give me what I want. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. Right. Better get rid of these off the line. That was just me future-proofing, checking, making sure. Make sure you turn that mod off when you do that. I don't like that road. That road's gone. steep little hill under there. Do I care? Nope. Don't care. Should I care? Why do I care? Okay, that's why you care, because you like to do things correctly, Ham. Right, just give me a little dip and yar through there. Roads don't have to be perfect. Roads aren't perfect, okay? In the real world, roads are not perfect. But that's pretty good. So that's going to get rid of that connection too. Just some train lines to sort out. Okay, let's put the signals work in. So we know that that goes that way. That way. That is no good having that like that either. That's that way and that way. Okay. We're keeping this all running in the right directions this time. No wrong directions. They're probably a bit too close, those blocks. That will be fine. Right, so same thing here. We're running you guys that way and that way. Even though we are one-waying that way and we are one-waying that way, I'm still going to leave the tracks just running because I don't want the trains confusing themselves. Okay. Right, so down in here, you're going to be a little bit messier through here, isn't it? So you're definitely going to be that. Right. Don't do that one because I think you'll mess with yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Leave that like that. So then you come out over here where there's a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic. Okay, so first things first. We might need to adjust a few trucks and such down here. So this line here, right? It is dropping planks off to the port, which is fine because that's all it needs to do. It just needs to drop planks off to the port. Is there a left signal mod? Don't know. This is just the way the Transport Fever is always run. Transport Fever, the trains run in these directions. And I prefer to keep it that way, just for simplicity, for my mind. We might need to do some adjustments with this truck stop here. We might send the food into the station now. So manage that line. At Hankston East, we're going to get rid of you, and we're going to add you in here, right? So all of a sudden, that's your new thing because we're going to bring the grain train. Right, so let's work on the grain train. Now, let's work grain first, okay? Which is this train here. Which, you know, it kind of does a cool thing where it comes down the line. Comes down the line into the station. Backs around. However, you'd have to head... That needs to be a switch. That doesn't need... Because realistically, well, I don't really want... No, I'm going to run... I'm just going to run... I'm going to run the train how it's supposed to go. Okay, manage the line. Get rid of everything. Redo the line. So we know that you pull into here. Okay, we know that you come into here, which is fine. You then have to back around here. Okay, you're going to reverse up into there. You're then going to head out this way, which you can not do because you don't have the... you need the ability to switch up here. Which you can do. You can actually come... Yeah, so it can come in here and drive around the outside here, which I don't need to do. You need to actually drive on the inside, don't you? So this line here needs to actually come. It actually needs to go like that. But are you going to give me derailments if you do? There you are. Which you weren't before, but you are now. Just 1 sec, team. We'll get this sorted. I want to get you as close as I can there, please. Same with your little buddy. That's got me feeling fine about that. Does it though? It's not too bad. I've actually put in worse. I've put in way worse. Okay, so with that line, you back into here. Now the reason for that is because it pulls into here and it has to reverse back over the bridge, right? Reverses back over the bridge. Do we want it to maybe? Do we maybe want it to come into here, reverse back here, then just go off? Yeah. You're going to come into the station. Then you're going to reverse up here. Then you're going to head back down the line. Where you're going to peel off this way. And you're going to come around outside here where this one is. I probably didn't need to do that. And then you're actually, I could have just said pull into the station. But you're going to pull in on the outside. So upper hat 3. This is where we need our connection through to here probably. So I don't have the ability to get trains from there over to there. That's the only issue with this section. I have to probably delete some scenery stuff and get a line over to here. But scenery can be put back in later. Scenery be damned! That line, just get rid of... I don't see how you're going to be able to do that, Ham. That. A little bit of adjustment. Friendos. That's not going to work, is it? It's going to be too tight. Way too tight. Plus the bridge is in the way. Is it because of the bridge? Do I dare do something like that? That's not... I mean, it works, doesn't it? All I needed to do is that. And I think we should do that. This old rail yard section here. I mean, it's really kind of redundant now, isn't it? But I'm not going to I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it plugged in regardless. Yeah, I'm still going to leave it plugged in. Okay. Got this bit of track here. What are you going to do with that now? I'm probably just going to feed it up into there like that. That works for me. That's horrible. Bad, isn't it? Take that. Oh. Feed that up into there. Better. Get that around the corner. Come on. Too much curve. Bit like me. Bit like me, really. Okay. And then you had this one coming back into here. But look, these are, except for the timber, which we don't need to worry about. Did I have a train with the Nafies on this, taking timber and find? Or is that, no, that's, I've got ships taking that. That's fine, because the port is still in effect. The old train station though is going to be, it's now going to be a train museum down there. Yeah, this is going to be much better through here because I can get multiple trains up multiple lines. Right, and even still, we can even still use this old freight. Yeah, okay, we can even still use the old train lines on it, which is actually kind of cool. British signals are on the left as well. Look, I'm just going to stick with what the game's got at the moment, MGL. Right, so look at our line. Our is instantly doing what I want it to do. When it pulls into here, right? When it pulls into this this station, when it pulls into Rift Exchange, you are not to load or unload anything because it's up at Rift Annex here where it does its food exchange. And that's the food one done. Now, the food one always has to do that because it has to reverse back over the bridge and get back. But it's the opposite this time, which is kind of not bad for us. The other option we've got always is we can always send more rail like this over here if we ever needed to. If we ever needed to do that, we could, and I'd just switch that back to land and not have the bridge there. That's always a thing if we need it, future. Okay, it's still a very complex system that we've set up here today. However, I think it's... Oh, we still haven't done the turnaround for the trains here, the passenger trains. Well, the passenger trains... I've just left the passenger trains totally out of this yard, actually. We can give them a turnaround up here, though. Can we? No. They still have... The passenger trains are still doomed. Look, when we hit the future, the passenger trains are not doomed because... What's the rule on passenger trains, old steam trains, reversing down a line, say that far from here to here? I don't think it's a thing. We've got them doing a loop at the other end. Make them do a loop at this end. Make them do a loop. That's a job for another day. Job for another day. At the moment, they can just reverse these until I sort them out. Oil line. Oh yeah, okay. Managed line. The passenger lines, okay. Rift branch is no longer a thing. Rift annex. Not Rift annex. Okay. That's it. What are you saying here? Oh, okay. Strat exchange. No strat exchange either, is there? Should just be Rift. Strat exchange over here. Oh yeah, because it comes in there. So yeah, because it comes back there, reverses and goes, okay, this is all going to get a clean up too. I'm going to leave that for the moment because that's fine. It's this end that's not fine. Passenger wise, we're going to have to figure out a turnaround for these bus stations. Yeah, okay. Front wheel forward or back, it's fine. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Zero. Brilliant. Brilliant knowledge. Great knowledge. We're going to leave the passenger lines. I'm actually going to put in a turnaround for the passenger trains. In the future, we won't need it, obviously, because the electric trains will run back and forth, all right? Double-ended. But for the moment, we're going to have to figure out a turnaround for those. That won't be today. I think we've done some big work today, right? Next is going to be this. Ooh. So it's fine. This one should run fine. For some reason, you don't want to switch onto this line. Can't down here. You can't actually. You need to come. You just need to stay on the outside there, buddy. No, you don't need to switch track there. Why? Why? Delilah. What if I actually get... What if I get the food one to pull into this one here, which would be better? So manage that line. The food one is probably going to be better at Rift Exchange to pull into 3. Yep. And then back down that way. And the point is it's not going to stop here. So it's going to stop in on the inside station. Then it's going to reverse up. And then it's going to go forward on the correct line, which now enables me to do the crude train. Manage the line. Manage. So you're pulling into Rift Central over this side, which is fine. Right. All I'm going to say is go from here, which you're going to be station number 3. No, station 4. You're pulling into station 4. You're heading down the line. Heading down the line. You're going to swing past this signal like everyone else is. You're going to come around this way like everyone else is. And you're going to pull into this station out. Yeah. Except on the... yeah, better. At Upper Hank, yeah, that's the station you're going to be on 1. Right, cool bananas, Motoramas. Yes, very good. Now we've got our look at our lines. There is a junction here. I'll make La Passengers wait. Passengers will wait there. Oh, they've got a signal just there. Well, they had a signal there until Ham deleted the track. Good one. Sausage fingers ham. Right. So the passengers can wait for the freight. Wait for the freight. Then we've got train. Manage that line. This one here went Rift Central Hankston. So this was the second train. So we don't need this line anymore because we have the correct line which we can run 2 trains on it if we need. So this line no longer needs to exist, which simplifies things a lot. Now, we've still got the... Yeah, it really does. It really, really does. So our food and our freight... I kind of love how this has worked out too. See how our food is going back down the correct line and our freight is going, our oil is going down the outside line. I'm kind of really digging that. Now, the thing with our food train is we have to remember that it was also taking, was it taking planks back, wasn't it? The planks are getting sent up there. We were making tools up here, were we not? Machine parts. Making machine parts. Thought about the fuel line. We'll get to that. I'll do that side. I'll do that side shortly. I'm just trying to get all of this side sorted first before we do anything. Which we're getting there. We're getting there. And then the fuel will get sorted as well. Because the fuel line's in. You can see the orange line here is the orange line comes in, right? And the orange line's doing a lot of stuff, which we need to sort out. I'll get to that shortly. I just need to figure out because we're taking food down to here. Right. We're dropping food off. We're taking planks back. Right. So tell the planks now. I've got an idea. See these there's like a connection point here where you can actually put like a connection point between everything. I don't. That's gonna. We're going to be going with one of these, by the way. Now, the tricky part about this, it's going to be getting these two to talk to each other. I don't think I'm going to be able to do. What I managed to do, what's under here, right? Under here is the ability to talk to this. What did I use? I used something like this, right? Gave me connection. Both of them. You can see it right there. Yeah, so that's... See, they talk to each other because I put one of those in there. I don't think I can get these two to talk to each other that far away. It would be nice, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah, I don't think thing. Yeah, they don't. It only talks to that one. Doesn't really talk to this one, I don't think. Nah. I wonder if. Yeah. Okay. So it's just not going to talk. It's not going to work. I'm just going to move everything from here over to there. So nothing is. I've got nothing heading down in there. What have I got there? The commats, which are getting dropped off. That's fine. That can stay there. The oil one. You're gonna have to move over to here. Right, so you're no longer in Hankston Holt. Down here. So it's a nice little hop, skip, and a jump just down in here for us. That's going to be good because it's going to, what it's going to do, it's going to stop us cannibalizing the refine that we're putting on the ships to send down that way, and it's going to send it all up by a train. You reckon I go on a bit loopy? So the actual, now that you mention that, I just want to tell down at Upper Hankston, I do want to tell it down here, MGL, that it will be dropping off, it'll be loading planks and unloading food. Yeah, that's what's going on. These are the food delivery ones, and then the plank line itself, right? They're still coming in here as well. This is really becoming null and void. I'm gonna find a repurpose for this. I am gonna find a repurpose for that. Whether it, we might even just put, when we're making bucket loads, billions of dollars, I might put some just pretend little shunting trains just coming down and shunting between like these areas just to give it a bit of like something. Or we might actually still utilize it for pulling a train in to do something, you know, taking stuff somewhere. We'll wait till we get a few more unlocks in the town. But manage that line. The planks basically have to come down here now, which I was hoping to still use this, but we just can't. We are still using it for the ships. The ships are still pulling in here, so that's fine as well. What's this? You need planks on both places. Yeah, we do. That's why I left them there. Yeah, you're right. That's why, and that's why I wanted to get them to talk. I get myself confused. Right, so we'll just set up 2 lines. That'll be fine. We'll just put 2 lines in. Yeah, thanks, Al. Yeah, that's right. That's why I was trying to get these 2 to talk. that's exact reason why I was trying to get it to talk. So that's good. Thanks for the reminder. Let's configure this. Let's get another truck stop in here. That's exactly why I was doing that. Thank you. I lost my train of thought, but you've fixed it. Right. I'm basically going to copy this line and put it in down over here. I'm going to go with that color. Keep it that color. Yeah, perfect. Except you're going to be Control V. You're going to be number 2. Okay. Right. I'm just going to keep it as simple as that. And the trucks that are on it, we'll get some trucks on there. The good thing is it's not, it's still got plenty it can do. Yeah, perfect. What now? Buy some trucks. Buy some trucks. I got rid of the truck depot. I deleted it. I don't think I'll be able to slot one in there. Honest. We'll give it the old check. Give the old 1 2. Check 1 2 3 3 2 1. It leaves a massive speed bump in the road. Not loving that. If I slot it in here, I can retain it. No, you still leave a speed bump in the road. I don't mind a little driveway. You know, driveways do have little drive outs, but is that too much? I'm going to put it in there, and then I'm going to retain it on the back here for the trains. Something like this, you know. We'll get the old retaining wall out, and we'll go something like this. At 6 high, 3. Right. Go something like that. Right. Back, just block that. Then what I'll actually do, switch to timber. And switch it around, bring it up to 9. That. Down pegs. About half. And we'll just do something like this. Just throw in a bit of decoration, hey? Towards the end here. We've still got to put trains on, I'm aware. And we've got another stream coming up, I'm aware. Simple. I know the ends all wrong, but you know what I mean? Something like this. And then we fill in the land and get it sorted. All good. Right, we just do something like that. Fill in the land. Although it'll cost me a bit if I do that, but oh, that's a bit too much land filling. But you get what I mean, right? Something like that. Makes it look nice through there. Must be on hammer time. It is. Right. Yeah, that'll look good. Buy some trucks. 6. Yeah, buy me. Go with 10. Set that on line number 2. Thanks. Plank 2. Right. Port delivery number 2. Cross, what's this? It starts 6 minutes ago. Oh, it did too. Crikeys. Tacos, Fury. Yum. You know what? We're just going to have to come back and do more. I think that's a, all right, honest thoughts. The original train from the fossil passenger line. Yes, I made sure I kept, where is that train, by the way? Yeah, here it is. I made sure I kept the Nelson, if this is the one you mean. I made sure I kept the Nelson, and because I wanted the Nelson from the get-go, I didn't want to put a replacement Nelson in. I want the original. So the Nelson is still here, rattling down the line. Hey. All right, what do we think today's work? What do we think of today's work? You meant the one at Fossil and Huntsman. Oh, the general, wasn't it? Did we put was it the general on there? No, we changed out that a while ago, I think. That got a change a while ago. No, that we put the general in that, didn't we? Yeah. This all had a tiny touch of a rework that we're not even back to yet. The annoying thing is the fuel line was just starting to kick in too. So we're going to have to go through all of that pain again. Oh, thanks, Fury. But honestly, do we think this is going to be better or worse? Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, we missed a few. We got through a few chocolate mousses today, didn't we? Without Johnny. Damn. Definitely needs a lot of decoration. I think even though it looks complex, I think just the ins and outs are going to work a lot better. In, out, right? And it all connects. So, yeah. Yeah. I think definitely down here, it's going to fix up the other end as well. Well, Zero, what could I have done to make it more realistic? You tell me. What could we have done to make it more realistic? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you think. I mean, period specific, I'm going to struggle to do it period specific. The game's not really going to lend me to do that if I'm trying to abide by not just giving myself money and that sort of stuff to do what I want. You know, I'm kind of bound. I'm bound by this. And I'm bound by my restrictions here. And I'm bound by the map a little bit. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. I don't think it's unrealistic too much. We just have a lot of track. I love. Oh yeah, everyone has different playstyles. I'm just curious as to know what you would have done differently. Like, how would you have done this at this end? So you can have every line coming from every direction. I don't know. I think it's okay. Especially when I make a few adjustments and stuff. That bridge is horrible, by the way. That's just horrible. I think it all stems back from that corner. Oh, Hank's having a bit of a snooze. I don't love the bends in it. I don't love the monorail track on it. No. Well, you probably wouldn't. You probably wouldn't. You're right. I don't know. I don't know enough, but I have a feeling there was some pretty decent sized ports back in the day. I mean, because everything was by ship and rail. And put the bulldozer away? Yeah, okay. That's it. Zero said not good. Let's tear it down. Next episode, we're going to tear it all down and redo it. We've got some weeding to do down here too for Steven. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to try and sort that out, I think, for the moment, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I think it's much better anyway. I think it'll work a little bit better. It should flow a little better. I've got to do these ones down here. But look, honestly, I think it'll be I think it'll look much nicer. I don't mind. I like it. I think it's going to flow. Well, already I think it's going to flow a lot better. But no, okay, next episode, we're going to crack on and fix all of this. Put the trains back on. We've only got 4 million in the bank, by the way, after all that redo. Put the trains back on so we can move on, and we've got to get this stuff hooked up down here as well, by the way. And we've got a Stroud oil well that's just popped up, so that's going to be quite handy. We might get that thing sent up here as well, and over there. And that random water, that too. Oh, Zero. Okay, you're getting real nitpicky now, friendo. But I'm actually going to turn all of this into water. all of this down here is going to be water. All in here is going to be water. Okay, now you're getting nitpicky. All right, friendos. Good stream today. We got a lot done. We got a lot done that I wanted to get done. So next episode, I might do it in an episode, or I might do another live stream. I'm really enjoying these live streams with you guys. You're being facetious, Zero. Yeah, next episode. Are you guys enjoying the live streams of this? Because it's really kind of cool having you guys throw your 2 cents in while I play. It's really good. It's getting you guys engaged a little bit more too, which is actually kind of cool. So let me know if you're enjoying that. Friendos, we've got another stream that we're already 18 minutes late for. Thank you for hanging out today. More Transport Fever to come. We've got plenty to do. This map is nowhere near finished. So thanks for hanging out, Transport Fever 2 friendos. We're going to do some Space Engineers. If you just want to have us on in the background, rambling on and having a game, and come and hang out for a bit of light fun, come and do that. And I'll see you all for the next episode of Transport Fever 2. And yes, brilliant, Zero. And we definitely will be going back to City Skylines 2 as well. I had to play around with it yesterday and got stuff sorted, so it's all good. There's an issue with TAA and anti-aliasing setting on City Skylines 2 for anyone that wants to know. That was a lot of the trouble I was having yesterday as well. All right, friendos, stay safe. Stay glued to your screen. Look out for one another. And get out of here. And come to the next stream. Thank you. Thank you to everyone as well for your time. Your time is precious, and I thank you all for spending some of it here. I really do. Really do.